Good afternoon, everyone. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How are y'all? How are y'all? Okay, so I had you guys pick the subject of the video in the community section today, and I chose the subject of how to talk to a well-to-do man, or what to talk about on a date with someone who has money. So this is going to be a little bit different because sometimes you don't really talk to someone or interview them on a date if you really want to catch them. You have to enchant them. Okay, so y'all get y'all pen and papers ready. Let me tell y'all how to enchant a man on a date instead of sitting there asking 20 questions or figuring out what to talk about. So, the point of going out on a date is to see if you guys have chemistry and anything in common and if he likes you, right? And if he want to spend money on you, right? So the point of this date is, the purpose and the point of this date is to get some money eventually, right? Or to get him to be very interested in you and want to take it to the next level, to spend that money, to date you, to see you, many, many more times. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to set the goal to enchant this man versus date or interview him. Because let's face it, most first dates are basically just interviews, and we don't want to do that. So I can only use my experience as, a reference. So I have noticed that a lot of guys don't like to talk about what they do for a living. They don't like to talk about their work unless they mention it first. Okay, so asking about work a lot is probably boring to them because when they get off work and they want to go and sit at a nice place with a beautiful woman, they're there to impress her and to see, what could be. So here's your chance. So get your pens and papers out. First of all, you have to look mesmerizing and enchanting. This means be beautiful, turn heads. Don't overdo it though. Okay, don't make it look like he paid, but make it look like he can afford. That's the difference. Um, like, don't be too sexy, but be sexy classy. Okay. Um, enchant. Yes, you look your best. That's obvious. Okay. The next, of course, smell good. All that. Okay, look good, smell good. The next thing you do is you're going to make lots of eye contact with him. Okay, but not creepy eye contact. Not creepy eye contact. Not like, but like you look every once in a while and then you look away and you smile and come back. Okay. So lots of eye contact, but not creepy eye contact. And when you lower your head and do the eye contact, it means it's a subtle way of saying I could submit, you know, I could submit to you. And that's like a subtle message, a subliminal message to them. They won't, if they don't know it, they don't know it, but in their mind it's tingling, it's tingling. And so like, oh, okay. So you like tilt your head a little bit, give them that eye contact. Okay? Have a little smirk or a smile. So it looks like you're thinking dirty thoughts. Okay. But not filthy thoughts, just dirty thoughts. Like you want them to try to read your face and your mind at the same time. So you really have to think about whatever it is you want them to think. Uh-oh, Sarah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. So if you want them to imagine what it would be like to have you in bed or something like that, you need to make that eye contact and think the same thought so it can show up on your face. So even if he's ugly, imagine somebody else. I don't care, but just have the look. Okay, that's all you got to do. If he's ugly, maybe imagine yourself spending his money. Okay, it's like imagine him taking you shopping. That's the look you're gonna need. So this is my imagine him taking me shopping look. Like I know something you don't know. Like he's gonna wonder what's behind that mysterious smile. Okay. And so that's how you're going to begin the enchantment. So you're going to be making a little bit of eye contact and thinking the thoughts you want him to think or do. Okay. Um, and this is a technique that if you use it, you're not going to panic and worry about what you have to talk about on a date because you're going to be too busy trying to do all of this, and you're just going to keep the conversation going, and things will definitely, present themselves to speak about. So wealthy men don't like to talk too much about jobs or business because they do that all day. They want to relax and have fun with you. So talk to them about things that they like to do for fun, their interests, like their hobbies or whatever. But then when you speak about those things, don't make it like an interview. You can make it like a little bit different. Like, for example, instead of saying, what do you like to do for fun? Or what do you like to do for your hobby? You guess. You say, oh, you look like the adventurous type. I bet you do all kind of, rugged things for your entertainment or hobbies, right? So you're making an assumption of like they know that you're now imagining them and thinking about them and trying to put the puzzle together about them. So you have interest. You have more interest than you would have just asking a dumb question. So you've already thought about it. You've already sat there and contemplated what he must be good at. You've already imagined him climbing a mountain or something, So he thinks that's sexy. He's like, dang, she's imagining me doing all this good stuff. And even if he doesn't do such things, he's like, yeah, I'm kind of adventurous. Yeah. And he may not be at all, but you're pulling him in. Okay. So then he'll like, what do you do for fun? You look like the type that likes to do all sorts of interesting things. Can't wait to find out. Ooh, what? Then he's going to plan interesting dates, fun dates, or try to figure out what type of, interesting things he could have done. And then he'll maybe talk about that and tell you about that. So now he's even more pulled in because now you've been thinking about all these interesting things that he's done and will do for you. And yeah, now you're already expecting it. And so now he wants to live up to those standards, even if they're not true. Okay. And so now you're pulling him in, especially with that eye contact. Then you tell him a secret. You writing this down? Then you tell him a secret. It could be a made up secret. It doesn't matter. Just make up something. But if you give him something like a secret, he's going to feel like that you're investing in him and you're, giving him something more than just an interview, but you're giving part of, who you are as, as far as this secret is concerned to him. So make up a secret. It doesn't matter. It's like, I want to tell you a secret. Look around first, then look him in the eye. And then it could be something like, you're really more attractive than I thought you would be. Or you're really impressing me, and that doesn't happen very often. And I really feel like, I'm very happy. Tell him something stupid like that to get his, excitement going. Oh my gosh. He's gonna be like, really? And then he's going to be more pulled in, girl. Yes. So you're making him feel all sorts of good, adventurous, sexy, all in the. Y'all ain't even got y'all's, appetizers yet. And he already blushing. That's what you want. Then you're going to allow him the space to impress you now. So take your deep breath. Always take a deep breath, like, because you're so like trying to breathe in this experience. You're like, it's kind of sexy when you just take a deep breath and look at him in the eye. Like if you have a glass of wine or something, you can be like, and look and like sit back and take your sip. Continue eye contact with him, smiling while he's talking. Smile when he talks. Don't nod your head and like, like just stay still. Tilt your head, Make that eye contact while he's talking and smile like that the whole time. Don't be doing all that movement, baby. You need to be still and looking sexy with your wine glass or whatever you got. If he asks you a question, don't nod. Say, yes, of course. The more you move around, it looks like you're all nervous or jittery or unsure of yourself. You sit like this, you're acting like you're mesmerized by him and that he's everything you want, baby. You just sitting there witnessing this wonderful man. It's like you're almost in awe. Hmm. Of course. It looks a little freaky if you do it like with wide eyes, so kind of narrow your eyes a little bit. Have the smirk, a little smirk, as if you're imagining him naked. If he's cute, if he's ugly, imagine his wallet and his bank account, baby. Okay. um, and he's gonna be like, she really likes me. She's staring at me. She all into me. She done gave me 100,000 compliments. She thinks I'm all this and I'm all that. You know, So you're going to make him feel so good about himself that he's going to say, this woman right here is what I've been missing all my life. This is how I want to feel every day. And so he's going to ask you out again. Okay. Um, then like if you're on a dinner date and the food comes, if you don't have like a particular type of diet, you can ask him what he suggests you order or what looks good, and ask him to help you pick something out. Like, could you help me pick something out on the menu? I just don't know what I have a taste for. And if you're sitting next to him, girl, extra bonus points. Oh, Janae, sprinkle, sprinkle, what are you doing? He says it's time to start saving money after spending thousands monthly. I don't respond. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We please stay on topic, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle, baby. Like, I appreciate your donation, but we're going to stay on topic. I wouldn't say anything. I would ignore it. Um, so this is why I always get off topic when y'all ask me off topic questions, because now I can't remember where I was. So where was I before they asked the question? All right. So I lost my train of thought. All right. Well, anyway, so honestly, his suggestion on the menu. Okay, thank you. Thank you, girl. So it's like sit next to him if you can. If not, like lean forward when you talk to him and smile while you're leaning forward and say, you know what? I just don't know what I have a taste for. Do you mind helping me pick something out? And he'll be like, sure, this looks good, that looks good. And then you'll say, yes, that sounds very delicious. I'm gonna order that. Thank you. And so order it, and then when you get the food, even if it's nasty, eat it like it's really good, like he made a good choice. It's like, oh my God, this is so good. Like, enjoy every morsel of your food, but not in a ratchet way, but in like a sexy way. So when you chew the food, you're like, this is so good. Like, say it in a sexy voice, like, this is so good. I'm really enjoying this. Make everything kind of sexual. You know what I mean? And when you put your like when they come and pick up the plates, and all that kind of stuff, and they clear everything away, then you're just going, and they ask you if you want dessert, and then you look him in the eye when they say dessert, like, anyone like any dessert? So already have your head positioned towards him when the waiter's about to ask about that dessert. You put your head towards him, and when the waiter says dessert, look him in the eye. Like, you know what dessert means. And he'll ask, well, do you want any dessert? It's like, we can share one. Say you want to share a dessert. Okay. Ah, we can share a dessert. Ooh, okay. Well, what do you want? I don't know. What do you have? Something rich. Something rich and decadent, sweet. What are you in the mood for? Then ask him what he in the mood for, girl. This is how you enchant the man. You don't just be sitting up there giving him no interview like he's finna get a job. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the money. I appreciate you, girl. Get your money, period. No matter what, baby. Always, always get your money. Okay. You said, what if he disgusts you? Then you better make sure that dessert is extra good so you can fake it till you make it, baby. So I said, if he discussed you, imagine his money and him spending money on you, paying all the bills. Then you got to act, girl. It's called acting. And once you enchant them, it's hard. It's hard for them to, see other women the same because there is. Let's say they go on a date the next day with some other chick. Oh, Kiwi, sprinkle, sprinkle. They're going to be doing a stupid job interview type date, boring, talking about the same old crap. And he's not going to be doing anything but thinking about you. Okay. Oh, Wonder Woman, babe, sprinkle, sprinkle. Hard to get if we compliment him and act mesmerized. Love this topic. Exactly. Um, Hard to get. He haven't got you yet. You're just flirting a little bit. You're just mesmerizing him. He hasn't asked you anything. He hasn't asked you to be his woman or his girlfriend. The only thing he needs to ask you is if you want to go out again. Okay. And he needs to be so mesmerized that he's gonna be calling and texting and seeing if you need anything, seeing if you made it home, seeing when y'all can go out again. You want to get him hooked. Okay. You only play hard to get when you're ready to ask for something. Okay. Y'all are already on the date, right? This is after it's a little bit too forward to come on that strong at the first meeting. Like if they're meeting you randomly in a bar or something. But if you're already met somewhere, maybe online or prior to that, and then you get on that date, yes. If you're meeting for the first time, ease up contact and the sexual tension. Maybe just do a little bit of eye contact if you're meeting for the first time, like in a public place and you've never met this man before or talked to him on the phone before or anything. You just ease back on the eye contact and order your own stuff if y'all should order anything. But if y'all are already on and met online or before and y'all decide to go on a date, then this is what you got. So yeah, so when once you enchant him and he's on dates with other women, because like I know a lot of y'all date online. I know a lot of y'all find these dudes online, right? So they're used to going out on multiple dates with all of these women they can scroll through. What's going to make you stand out and special from all these other chicks? Okay, what's going to enchant him? So you want every time he goes out on a date to only be thinking of and comparing that person to you. Okay. That way he's just going to be like, you know what? Why am I messing? Why am I even dating? I'm just going to go back and get her. I'm just going to call her for the second date. I'm just going to, that's the one. So you want to enchant them and you want to act like you have been thinking about them and you know about them or you presume to know about them. You're going to be like, you know what? Like if they call and text you, you need to say, you know what? I was just getting ready to contemplate if I should text you or not. Girl, lie. It's like, you know what? I was thinking about texting you and you text me first. You must be reading my mind. Um, and then he's like, oh, really? What was you going to say? I was going to say I had such a great time and, I miss talking to you. You are so interesting and such a breath of fresh air. Uh, lie. Okay. Or you can say you was just thinking about you. So that's too obvious. You need to say you was about to text him, like, oh my gosh, my phone was in my hand and I was literally texting you right now. That's better. Okay. That means you didn't call him first. You didn't text him first, but you could have, and he'll never know if that was a lie or the truth. So it shows that you have a lot of interest in him, but he had more interest in you. So he texted you first, even though you didn't even think about texting him first. But to him, he doesn't know that. So you need to pull him in like that. Yes, oh my gosh, my phone was in my hand and I was literally texting you. But you must have read my mind. So how are you? You know, that's how you do it. That's how you enchant a man. Y'all, a lot of women don't have this, what they call riz. The young ones call it riz, charisma, how to enchant, how to get a man to think he's the best thing ever, even though it's you that's the best thing ever. Because that's exactly what he's gonna think about you. Nobody ever could do this to me. You make me feel different. And then you offer him something, but you're not going to pay for it. Okay. So you're going to be like, "Oh my god, oh my gosh, there's this stuff, there's this um say we." Now you start using we right in the beginning. "Oh my god, there's this place that I think we would both love." Like you already know him. Like you know him. Like you know him. Like how do you know what I love? There's this place I think that we would both really love. How do you feel? And say how you feel. Don't say what do you think. Say how do you feel about, and then name whatever the place does. Like you said, I don't know. Like how do you feel about whatever the place is? And he'll be like, "Oh, it's okay. I think I like it, or might want to try something like that." And you're like, "Oh, really? I thought you would." I mean, you seem like the kind of guy that would really be, you know, that. And so I was just thinking about, how much fun we would have. And so, do you think we should go? So now you've been thinking about him, planning dates in your head, all that kind of stuff, right? He's like, oh my gosh, she's really into me. Da, 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 da. Okay, so then that's how you're going to get date two. Then he's going to be like, well, let's go. And, then you can say, well, I mean, I don't know, like, I might be a little. This is when you start playing hard to get, right here, when he's excited to go on the second date. Now you start to pull back. It's like, oh, well, I really can't wait to go there with you. I really have to take care of some things before my schedule is free. And I really, looking forward to it. But I can't wait to go either. I have lots of like things to do this week, and I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get them all done and how I'm going to do certain things. I just found out. Then you start with the stuff. I just found out that I may need some new tires or something like that, or I just found out that my don't put bad news. Just like I might have to go get some new tires, and I'm not sure if they're going to have them in, or I don't really want to buy the expensive ones, so I might have to wait. Um, and that's it. Don't say nothing more. Don't say nothing more. And he says, okay, well, how much if he really like you, he's going to say, well, how much expensive ones? It's like, yeah, I can have it done tomorrow if I get the expensive ones, but they have to order ones. So I might have to wait. Then he'll be either offering to pick you up or, pay for the tires for you. Just be like, I prefer to wait because I like to drive. Until we get to know each other a lot better. Don't say a little better, say a lot better. That means you might give it up. Okay. So then he'll be like, well, I'll pay for your tires. How much is it? If he doesn't respond, or if you don't throw the tire story in there, you can just hint and clue up to you might need tires in the future. Like, oh, I have to go by this place and get air in my tires because they keep, deflating. So I have to do that, and then I have to go get, run some errands and stuff. But I definitely can't wait to see you. And so on the date, he might mention your tires, might need to replace your tires. You know how guys are. So then you can get him like that. Or you could say, your dog is sick, of course, your fake dog. He might need some surgery. So, whatever way you're going to get money out of him, that's how you're going to do it. All right. Or if you're young and you're in school, you could like, tuition or books or whatever. So after he's reeled in, he's got the second date going, and you dropped hints and clues about if you might need money or not. He's going to come prepared because you are totally enchanting. And so early. Now, this is another way to blow his mind. When y'all meet up for the second date, get there early. Get there early. Okay? Get there earlier than him. And if it's a romantic restaurant or whatever, um, get there early so that when he arrives, it looks like you couldn't wait to see him, girl. And then you'll see the look on his face when he sees you there first. That's going to tell you if you got him or not. That's going to tell you. When he looks like he ain't, he, his look is going to be like this. She's waiting for me. Oh my God, this is the one. He's going to start seeing you as wifey, girl. Uh-oh, Taisha, sprinkle, sprinkle. So you get there early on the second date, not the first date, but the second date. Because you didn't know if you liked them on the first date or not. So you ain't gonna get there early, right? But after that first date and that little conversation and stuff like that, you can't wait to see him. You excited now. You get there early. Then when he says, oh, you're early, it's like, yeah, I made sure that I got here early just in case, something happened to my tires, I don't know, because I have to keep getting air. Mention it again, early. But don't say that's the only reason why you got here. I really was excited to see you, and I also had to get her early just in case I needed to put more air in my tires. Throw them tires in. Keep throwing them tires in until he finally break down and give you some money. Okay. Then when he walks in, you have to either hug him or grab his hand. You gotta all of a sudden just you have to grab him somehow, some way. You got to grab him. You can't wait until you feel like it's okay. You have to like take the initiative and either grab his hand or you need to hug him. As soon as you see him before you talk about them tires, you need to like grab him and claim him in public eye, even if he ugly, girl. Yes. So the hostess or whoever needs to see you grab this man, like, girl, he's gonna be thrilled. You just showed him affection in public, and he ain't giving you a dime, girl. But you working on his money, okay? Second date, you should be offered something. Y'all always asking me how you get offered something by the second date. Do this, enchant him, make him think nobody else can make him feel like you, okay? And once y'all walk to the table, this is the second date, and y'all walk to the table. Let him lead you and hold his hand and let him lead you to the table. So don't ungrab his hand. You need to hold his hand, girl. Hold his hand while the hostess leads him to the table, and then he leads you to the table. If you hold his hand, he may or may, I don't know. Some guys still pull the chair out and like let you sit, or sometimes the restaurant will do that for you. But after y'all sit down, look, don't grab his hand no more because it'll be too much. Okay. Sit back down and look him in his eye and just start smiling again, like you're mesmerized by him. Like it looks like you're falling in love. Okay. And when a man thinks a woman is falling in love that quick, he associates it with sex or that he may get some quick. And so, in order to speed that process up, or in order for him to like really impress you enough to take it to that level, he's going to try to impress you. This is the second date. He's going to try to impress you with offering you, asking you about your tire situation, offering to help you with that money or whatever, whatever. He's going to offer you something. He's going to offer you something. And so when he offers you whatever he's getting ready to offer you, you look like it's the sweetest thing someone's ever done for you. And you react. He's going to offer more once you do this. So let's say, well, I can help you with with your tires and like get the innocent look, mouth dropped. Okay, this is how you do it. Okay, really? Then get the smile. Really? Get the high pitch. Really? Oh my gosh! Thank you so much. I don't know what to say. Then look like you're amazed. Like, I was not expecting this. I really liked you. Okay, so that's the look you gotta put. You look around a little bit like you're in disbelief. And then don't say you don't have to. This is the worst thing women do. Oh, you don't have to. Out of habit, so many women always turn down the first offer of a man's help, and then they wonder why the man doesn't offer anymore. Don't ever turn down no type of money, no offer from no guy. Okay, and soliciting you undercover. Okay, so so this is what you say. Say, oh my gosh, are you serious? I am so lucky. Say I'm so lucky. I am so lucky. I mean, you are so great. And then pause, smile like you're relieved, a relief smile. You are so great. As it's already done. As though it's already done. You are so great. Then shake your head like this and smile. Like he already gave it to you. Okay. So then this is how you get him to give it to you today. So when y'all are leaving, grab his hand once again as y'all are leaving and say, I had that was like the best dinner. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate you helping me out. Um, and how are we gonna do this? Or, I really appreciate you and thank you so much for saying you're gonna buy my tires. No one has ever done anything like this for me before, so I don't know how to do this. Do we go to the ATM, or do you just send me? Uh, I don't know. Act stupid and dumb, girl. Act like you ain't never done this before. Um. Oh yeah, we could go to the ATM. Just follow me. Like really? Um. Okay. Well, there's a bank right over there. Okay. Really? Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's go. Then drive over, follow him to that bank, girl, and get your ATM, get your ATM funds. Then he's gonna come back with that envelope. He he gonna give it to you. Either he gonna sit in your car, or you gonna go sit in his car, or y'all gonna get out, and he gonna give you the envelope, and you gonna give him a big hug. This is after you give him a hug. Like give him a long hug and sniff him, like smell his neck and stuff. Kiss him. If you don't want to kiss him on the nasty mouth, if he's gross, kiss him on the neck. Okay, this is gonna get him super excited. And kiss him on the neck and then on the cheek, and then give him a hug, and then like rush to your car and say, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm gonna call you when I get home." All right, that's all you gotta do. You gotta enchant him to like where he's mesmerized and can't say no. Okay, and he's the one that's gonna be doing the offering. So after that, he's giving you your little money. Now he got to ask you out again, okay? Because you no money and don't see her no more. So now the third date is coming, okay? And you know, usually by the third date, men think they're gonna get some. So he's gonna be all ready to super impress you at the third date. He's like, yeah, it's a third date. On the third date, you come in and you're like sad, but still happy to be there, but you're a little sad. And he's gonna be like, what's wrong? Because you're not your usual, self. So he's gonna be like, what's wrong? It's like, oh, nothing. I'm just having if you work, oh, nothing. I'm just having little problems at work. I really don't like my job. I don't like the people at my job. I wish I could just quit. Then you bring up quitting your job, but not that you quit it. Just like, oh, I just really have some issues at work, and I really don't like talking about it. I just really don't want to work there. But you know how it is. We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. But let's talk about something else. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to look sad. um, so change the subject real quick. Now he know you don't like your job, you don't like the people at work. If he got money, he gonna have solutions, baby. So change the subject quick so it doesn't look like you're dwelling on it. And then like talk about something else. Like, um, I've been really like now you play with your hair or your neck or your shoulder. You're like, I've been really tense lately. And my shoulder is just really tight. And then just like massage your neck. It's like, oh, you need a massage. You need to book you a massage. You need a spa, or I could give you a massage. I'm like, oh, really? I think I'll be okay. I just need to, yeah, make the moaning noises again. It's like, so, do you ever like to now talk about weekend getaways? This gonna keep his mind, girls. You ever go out of town on the weekends or during the week? Get them all, girl. This is what you do. It's like, oh, I would love to go such and such and such and such, but not somewhere like super far, somewhere a little bit close, but still expensive, but somewhere y'all could drive to, okay? Or it's a short flight, somewhere quick. Do you ever get away for the weekend? Weekend trips are just so refreshing. Now he's thinking about a weekend with you. You haven't said that you wanted to go nowhere with him. You're just asking him if he ever gets away for the weekend. Like, what does he do for fun? What does he do on the weekends? Where does he go? Does he ever do getaways? And he's like, yeah, there's this nice, he'll have a place in mind or something like that. Oh, there's this nice place. And da da da. It's like, oh, that sounds so nice and lovely. I wish I could do weekend getaways, but sometimes, I have to work or prepare to go to work. And it's not something that I can just get up and go do, but it would be so nice. Plant those seeds, exactly. Plant them seeds. So now he's already imagining you on this weekend getaway, all up wherever in this romantic place. But the only thing that stands in the way is your job, girl. Your job is in the way. You got to get rid of that thing. Then you say, oh, well, back to reality. So ask him about a book. So say, what book are you reading right now? I love to read. Then he'll ask you the same thing. What book are you reading? Find some racy, romantic, like sensual book title and tell him that. Um, make the title sound sensual because he doesn't know. He'll know by the title. some nasty romance book or something like that. Like name a title of something like that, like Hot Summer Nights. Something stupid like that, girl. I'm reading this book. It's kind of cheesy. It's called Hot Summer Nights. Oh, that sounds a little racy. It is, just a little bit. It gives you lots of ideas though, like when you're reading those types of books, it's like now you think you're gonna be taking ideas from these romance novels and trying to get, do some freaky deaky stuff, okay? Somebody said Karma Sutra. Now, Karma Sutra is too forward. Mm-mm, you don't want to do that because then it sounds rehearsed. Because that's like a very common answer. So just name some cheesy romance type novel, and then it's okay. And then say, it's it's really detailed too. And then raise your eyebrow. It's like it's very detailed. Then give a smirk. Done. Stop. Change the subject again. Now he can't. We can't get away. She don't like her job. God. He done already gave you some money to quit your job. Mm. So do you have any savings? I mean, like if you wanted to quit your job, would you have some savings? Well, I have a little bit, but what I really want to do is kind of start my own business. But until then, I really want to I need a break to really sit and think about what I want to do. But it's so impossible to do that these days. So I just have to I just got to figure it out. Oh, I might be able to help you out. I might be able to help you out. That's what they always say. Well, how much is your are your monthly bills? How much do you spend a month? How much would you need a month? Well, probably about 2 or 3 thousand. That would be great, but I can't. I don't know where I get that type of money from. I mean, that's a lot of money. Make it seem like a lot of money, girl. About 4,000. I probably need about 3 or 4 thousand a month. But that's a lot of money. I don't know where I would get that from. Like that's a lot. Girl, if he has money, he's like, oh, I can help you. I can do that. Then you get that look again, like you're not believing him, like he's lying. You gotta make him really believe this is true. It's like get a look on your face like, no, why are you lying? Like you would pay for you would pay? Like, really? You have that kind of money? Oh yeah, I got a lot more than that. I could help you. It's like, help me? I mean, I wouldn't be able to pay it back. Like, I mean, that is so sweet, but I'm not gonna be able to pay you back. Oh no, I wouldn't want you to pay me back. Really? You are so kind. Use the word kind. Kind makes it seem like it's not about the sex. It has nothing to do with sex. So that's why he won't rush into it because you're already flirty enough. He think he gonna get it anyway. So he's like, you are so kind. You know, don't say yes right away. Say, you know what? I'm really gonna think about that. Then after you say you're gonna think about it, be like, now you got this goofy grin on your face. Okay, right. Did y'all write down goofy grin? Now you have a goofy grin on your face after he's offered to help you with expenses if you should quit your job. And then he's like, well, what are you thinking about? I mean, I'm just thinking about just how incredible it was to finally meet someone that is just great. Something stupid like that. And then he's going to be like, yeah, well, da, 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 da," and you're going to just keep the look. Look around like you're yourself. And then he's going to be like, well, just let me know. And I'm like, I definitely will. Thank you so much. And keep looking like you're lost in a dream with a smirk, baby. Do the smirk. And then before y'all leave, y'all remember you gotta get this done quick. I kind of thought about it and grab his hand. You got to grab his hand. You need to hold his hand all the time because this creates the bond, the enchantment bond. So you need to hold his hand when y'all are walking out of the restaurant, and then you need to pause and you like look at him in his eyes. Like, I was thinking about it, and I would really love to take you up on that offer because there's nothing that I would want more than to go to my boss's office and quit tomorrow and really start focusing on, the next chapter of my life. That means it's gonna might be with him. I really want to start focusing on the next chapter of my life. Then look him in the eye. You got his hand. And then you say, I'm going to forward you my details so that maybe I don't really like dealing with money and stuff in person because it's kind of, it's kind of weird. So I'm gonna give you some information, and maybe we can meet up and we could do like a direct deposit, so we don't really have to get into, you know, money conversations, because that's one thing that always ruins any sort of relationship or potential relationship. Get on that direct deposit, girl, quick. Okay. So yeah, I agree. Yes, I agree. It does ruin relationships. Um, so yes, direct deposit for something like so much money, such a large amount of money is probably going to be best. And I really start appreciating it again. I really appreciate this so much. You don't understand. You don't understand. Look up in the eye. You don't understand. Well, I hate to say goodbye, but I do have to get home because I do have to go in tomorrow. Then look away like you're sad. Guess I'll finish reading my book this evening and I'll think about you. Bam. Then, he's gonna try to give you a kiss. Okay, y'all know the dreaded kiss after he didn't said he gonna save your life and give you all this money, but he hasn't given it to you yet. So you look him in his eye, you give him a hug, you smell his neck, and then you come back in the front, and then you ask him if you can kiss him. You ask him if you can kiss him. Can I kiss you right now? Can I kiss you right? You don't kiss him without asking. Okay. If he ugly, okay. This way you're in control of the kiss, not him. And he ain't gonna do all the nasty, slop busting, as they call it. So now you're in control of the kiss. It could be as nice and innocent as you would like it to be. So if you hold both of his hands so he can't grab nothing, have his hands down here. You lean in and you give him the sweetest kiss ever, like a peck, but a long peck that's like lingering, because you have to leave him wanting more. So you lean in and you go. If you have big boobs, press them against his chest, baby, and like wiggle a little bit. He's like, mm. Then come back. Give him the smirk, the eye, and then go. Done. All right, you gonna have your direct deposit the next day, period. If its bank is open. Or you can go online and do it, baby. Okay, so you're in control of the kiss. You can pull back. He's not gonna try to put his tongue in because you're closed. Okay. And if he does, you just like, oh, act like, oh, I see. You're good with your tongue. Say you good with your tongue, and then back off. Like, oh, you're really good with your tongue. I wasn't expecting that, but it's good to know. And then go, go. I gotta go. I see you. Rush off. Don't leave him on the mall. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. I'm gonna be. I have so much stuff to do when I get home. I really have to go. I had such a wonderful evening. I will forward you my information so we can take care of that thing that we talked about. Okay. Then you get home. He's gonna call, baby. He's gonna call or he gonna text. What you doing? Did you make it home all right? What's going on? Then, if y'all have been watching my video for years, it's bubble bath time. So you put him on speakerphone. You do not do FaceTime. Okay, you have to keep him wondering. FaceTime is too much. I don't even know why y'all do that now with new men. That's for people that don't trust you. Okay, so you don't FaceTime these guys. Okay, you can have them on speaker or whatever. Run your bath water, and then like splash in the bathtub with your hand. And he's like, "Oh, I'm getting ready to take a bubble bath. Um, is it all right if I text you back after?" And he'll be like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And so he hears the bubble bath and the splashing in the back, and he think you naked. He think you on the phone naked, not naked, but naked. You don't have on no clothes. You sitting on here talking on the phone with this man. You finna take a hot bubble bath. You just had the best day. He about to get you on direct deposit. This is his dream. He's enchanted. He's pulled in. It's over. And then like when you like after like about 30 or 45 minutes, text him back and be like, "Can't wait to see you again. You really blew my mind today with, you really blew my mind today, and I think I really like you a lot." Done. Now he knows that you are into him. You really like it. He got to put that direct deposit down. If he ever want to see you again, ever. If he ever want to see you again, he got to put that direct deposit. Okay. And so the next conversation you're going to have after that night is that you told your boss that you gave him 2 weeks notice. So now your financials are in his hand. You don't really have to give your boss 2 weeks notice. Just tell him you did. Okay. That way he feels responsible now because he led you on to believe he gonna give you the direct deposits. Okay. Now he got to do it. So, and there's a rush on it because you ain't got no job. And then he'll be like, "What? You put in your 2 weeks notice? That soon? Yes. Oh my gosh, you don't realize how bad it is to work there. Like you saved me. Telling me he saved you. Oh my God, you saved me. Like I was always being harassed, and it was just a very uncomfortable work environment, and it was just very unprofessional. And you saved me. Thank you so much. I never had so much satisfaction in like quitting a job. That was like I felt so good. I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to show up for the rest of the 2 weeks, but I just told them that I won't be coming back after a certain date. So thank you so much again. Now he feels responsible, girl. He's gonna be like, "Okay, well, let me get the direct deposit going." And now that he feels responsible for you, now that you've enchanted him into being your sugar daddy, he's going to ask you out again. And now that he knows you're free from work, if you really are free, he may say, "Well, yeah, maybe we can get away. Maybe we can go on a trip. Maybe we can, you know, uh, go and do some, things that you couldn't do before when you were working." Da 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 da. Because y'all had that conversation right before. So you're like, "Yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh, we should do something. We should celebrate. We should do something." Make every day like a celebration or special. And it has to be between you and him. Like, you need to have a special ritual that you do every day together. This is going to make him think that there ain't nobody else for him. Okay. So every day you got to have a special ritual, even if you're not together, whether it's having a glass of wine together over the phone and just talking, or whether it's, I wouldn't do FaceTime after this either, just because he needs to want to see you again. If he always seeing you, he don't care. So um, you need to have like a conversation every day at the same time type of ritual. So maybe it could be bathtub time, or it could be like, I'm sipping a glass of wine, getting ready to take a bath, and just thinking about you, and I can't wait to see you again. And I love these talks that we have every evening, and um, da 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 da. Did I ever tell you that you make me feel so good? I don't know. Have I ever? I just want to tell you that. Yeah. Oh, I make you feel good too. Well, I mean, you deserve it. Well, I gotta go take my bath. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Bye. So make a ritual of doing something together every day, whether it's like a phone call while having a glass of wine, or if you, I don't know if y'all are going to meet in person, um, but it's not wise to meet in person every day unless y'all are like really moving things forward. So he's going to make another date after he gets you on the direct deposit. Okay. So the next date after, Passion TV came a member, sprinkle, sprinkle. So after he gets you on the date, after he's put the direct deposit, you got money in your bank now. Okay. The money is in the bank. He didn't gave you some money. You then quit your job, or you really could at this point. Um, or you could drag it out a little bit longer or cut back your hours. I don't know how y'all do it, but you might not even really have a job. You could just be lying. But you could, you know, you have 2 weeks, so you can play with that idea as if he's really going to, be a provider for you. So you can say, you know what? Then you can start saying more things that you need, you know. You could do the gift thing. You could see if he's going to gift you as well. Like, you know what? You could use the perfume or the earring trick. I dropped my favorite perfume bottle and it shattered, or I lost one of my earrings. See if he'll gift you or whatever. But you need to keep him constantly giving, 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 giving. Even if it's just groceries, DoorDash, he needs to constantly be giving to you. Simple things like if y'all are going to meet up, tell him you need something on the way. Oh, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot. I need some such and such before I go back to the house. And I'm already very near the restaurant. Could you pick up some such and such, something small, um, after, I'll get it before I leave. And, just make him work for you in subtle ways. Make him do things. That's how you get him addicted, and that's how you enchant him. And always let him know that you're very grateful, and you're very interested. And so after that, it's up to you. After that, third or fourth date, it's literally up to you how you take the relationship. Now, by now, he's enchanted. It's done. You got him, and you have, after you've accomplished all of this, you have the hang of it. You'll have the hang of it. You'll know how to keep it going. It'll just become very natural to you. You said, "Is DoorDash my sponsor?" They should be, as much as I order from them. Okay. And that's it. Now you got them. He yours. You want direct deposit? Are you good? Now, after that, the commitment conversation is literally going to come up. And now you have to make a choice whether you want to be exclusive with that man or allow him to think you're exclusive with him. Because once you give your exclusivity to him, You can ask a lot more of him. Okay. You can ask a lot more of him. In fact, you can demand stuff of him after you give your exclusivity to him. Okay. So it's up to you how fast or slow you want to take that next process. A lot of guys will, especially if they're paying your bills, they're going to try to get you to either move in with them or y'all to move in together someplace else. He may pay bills for a little while, but after a while, since you're not working, he's going to be like, well, maybe we should move in together. If you're not planning on sleeping with him, then you need to tell him, your mom visits a lot or your siblings or sister visits a lot. And so it's really not a good idea for you to move in with anyone at this time. But you really want to very soon. You just have to figure out, a few things first. But you definitely would love to live with him. Even if you're not, just make him think that you're really considering it seriously. You said, why move in without marriage? Because it's 2023. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If your culture or religion requires you to marry a man before you move in with him, because we're not cooking and cleaning, baby. We are not the maid. So we're not going to be doing none of that anyway, even if we do. So if you move in and you believe in marriage and stuff, you might, and he don't, if y'all are the same and have the same religion and culture and believe in marriage and that kind of stuff, then he'll probably be quick to try to marry. But if y'all are not, if y'all are not really doing the rushing into marriage thing, then you can definitely say, well, I have to pay to get out of my lease and it costs this much money. Then double it. So now you got some more money. And get yourself out of the lease. If you do want to move in with him and slowly start moving things in, you could pick out new furniture. Say, well, move in with you. If I move in with you, I need new furniture. Then he's going to take you furniture shopping. So it's going to lead into so much more stuff. And when you go furniture shopping with a man or household shopping with a man, it's like you're already married. And so now he's going to start picturing you as wife because now you're redecorating his house. So you can hold his hand while y'all are furniture shopping or, household shopping and just like, oh, this is so fun. I love shopping with you. Oh my God, let's go get some sheets. And he's going to be like, this is what it's probably going to be like to be married to her. And make it all pleasant and happy. And, then soon, since he's already paying your rent, he's already paying your bills, you living with him, the best thing that ever happened to him, if you done slept with him, you done rocked his world, he ain't letting you go nowhere. He is probably going to be like, you know what? I'm never going to replace this woman. Let me go ahead and put a ring on it. I know she don't cook or clean, but she do everything else right. Okay? I'll do the cooking and the cleaning. Forget that. It's worth it. That's what he's going to be thinking. Or I'll hire somebody. She ain't got to do nothing. Because once you enchant a man and get him to say that there's nobody else that can make him feel like you can, that's it. It's over. You're going to do whatever you ask him. You said if you sleep with him, he'll become less interested. Not if you do it right, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All them ideas you've been reading in books, you better get to work. If you like him like that. If you don't like him like that, then you got enough money. You could start to distance yourself. Move on to the next one if you're really not taking him seriously. But I don't suggest enchanting a man on that level if you're not willing to stay there for a while and collect his funds. Because remember, you own direct deposit. That's lots of money coming in every month. So, yeah. That's how you do it, baby. What thresholds have to be reached for exclusivity? All direct deposit. He told you to quit your job. And he do anything for you and you know it. Then you can, and once you're committed in a committed relationship, exclusivity, girl, y'all might be going to dealership next. Okay. Because now think about this. Now let me paint the other side of the picture. Now he fears losing you even more. So he's not going to mess up because you're going to go and find somebody else, some other man, and make him feel just like you made him feel. And he's going to feel like he just lost the best thing in his life because all these other chicks be doing interviews, on dates, asking the same damn boring questions. And he will never find another person like you. Like, it's going to be very hard. He's going to have to go through years of dating to find another one of you. That's how good you got to be. Okay. And so he's not going to risk that. And he already knows the next person that clicks on you, or if you're online, or the next person you go out with, gonna fall right in love with you too. And he won't have a chance. He won't have a chance to get you back after if somebody else come along. So he doesn't want to risk it because he already knows there's not a lot of girls out there like that. Okay. So he ain't gonna let you go. He's gonna go, "Ooh, I can't let you go, baby. No. I'm gonna make sure you stay here. I'm gonna invest in you, baby. You ain't going nowhere. What kind of car you want? Let's go to the dealership." You know. How to create that experience in fantasy during enchantment. Watch the video from the beginning. I just gave it to you. The whole thing from step 1 to right now. Mhm. You treat everyone the same, no matter what state they're like, what type of relationships they're in. You treat them the same as I just explained. You know, that part of their life doesn't matter because they don't even deem it as super important. If they're married, if they're going through a divorce, none of that matters. The thing that matters is you. Only thing that matters is your time together. Only thing that matters is him. We don't care about that other stuff. We want that direct deposit. Okay. So you're not overly concerned with any of that. You're not overly concerned. When he's with you, he don't want to be nowhere else. And the more he's with you, the more he dreads going wherever else he got to go. And once he gets to that point where it's more comfortable being with you, he's going to make up in his own mind that he don't want to go back to wherever he's going. Okay. So that's how you do that. Yep, yep. Are all these in your book step by step too? Nope. Um, they're not in a book, baby. You gotta freestyle this one. I feel like the Wisdom of SheRaSeven book may have a little bit more of this type of knowledge in it. And I'll paste my link here, and all my level up books are on that link. But for this type of information, I believe like how to think, affirmations, like daily affirmations, how to think. Um, I believe I bring nothing to the table, and I believe that the Wisdom of SheRaSeven book and Too Pretty to Pay Bills, that's an ebook. You can get that ebook too. Too Pretty to Pay Bills. They're all going to have information in it, but I definitely think you should get all three, or at least Too Pretty to Pay Bills and the Wisdom of SheRaSeven, if you want this type of info. Okay. Thank you. So, but you can watch this video and write it down, baby. Get that pen and paper out. Okay. Take notes. And you can alter these if you feel like you need to substitute another thing for this or that, but stay with the steps in that order. You said pimping ain't easy, screen record. Okay. All of these. Okay, let me read some more. Let me read some of y'all questions. Do y'all have any questions now? Because basically y'all got them after this point. Y'all got them. Um, What's the best response to why are you not married yet? Why do women ask that question? Women? Then lie, baby. You gotta lie. Y'all gotta come up with fiction stories to if you don't like answering questions, then make up lies for them. So when someone asks them, you gotta answer. Oh, I was engaged for a while and my fiance, he was offered this really great, you know, opportunity overseas, and I just was not getting ready to move for anyone. So I wished him the best, and he left, and we're still really good friends. That's it. Okay, that's the story. That means I don't care that you think something was wrong for me for not being married by now. I almost was married, but it was my decision to not move overseas. Okay. So a lot of times that's a really good answer if you don't really want to answer that question. Uh, how do you become a better liar? Practice. All right. You're not lying. You're just telling them what they need to hear so they can leave you alone. Okay. I wouldn't ask people why they're not married because to me, I don't care why you're not married. You here, you finna get these bills and you finna marry me. Okay. If I ain't married, I don't care why you're not married, but you finna get these bills and you finna marry me and get some more bills. Okay. We don't care about that kind of stuff. We got goals. We don't have questions. We got goals. We're not here to interview. We're here to get it. We're here to enchant and take your money and get you to provide. Okay. That's what we're here for. So I don't care why you this. I don't care why you that. I care if you're going to put that money in my bank account. That's all we need to discuss and lead up to. You said you have a problem believing that men have this type of money to spend. They do, girl. You just got to find the right target, baby. Men your age are not going to, I don't know how old you are, but younger guys under 40, under 45 are not going to have that type of money to spend unless they, got rich quick. So you got to go for a little bit older man. Older man will tell you to quit your job a week after they done met your girl. That's why I like it. Cause I hate working. Mm-mm. The older man will tell you to quit your job about like if he really likes you, if you enchant him like I told y'all, if you enchant him like I told you, enchant him like I told you, and added bonus if he takes you to meet his friends and they approve, and you still enchant him in front of his friends where his friends can witness him getting this treatment and make them jealous and maybe even want you to, he's not never gonna let you go, baby. He never gonna let you go. Okay. Once his friends approve, it's over. So that's just an added bonus. If you don't get to meet anybody or his friends, it's still definitely good. But men have this type of money. They just don't spend it on everybody. It takes a special woman to get them to spend all their money or put them on direct deposit. And you have to enchant a man to do that. That's why on my YouTube, I mean, not YouTube, that's why on my Instagram, it says author, YouTuber, and enchantress. Those are my credentials, okay? Um, so that's all you got to do. He needs to be old enough to pay all your bills and enchanted by you. You said you were asked to quit your job and live a vacation life and travel. I was married to that guy. You're married to that guy now? You retired early. I know that's right, Anne Marie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See, it happens. I know what happens. She knows it happens. Y'all got to believe, baby. If you want to achieve, you got to believe. You know why? Because it happens. If you go in there, if you go on dates and you have doubts that, this is possible, then you're not really doing anything positive. You need to go in knowing all of this is possible. Because when try these moves or try to enchant this guy, if you feel that it's positive and it's possible, you're going to be better at doing it. You're not going to have any doubt behind it. You're going to be more confident. You're going to execute this flawlessly if you believe that it's going to work. Okay. So don't have any doubts about yourself. Build your confidence up if you don't have high confidence yet. Build your confidence up before you try to enchant a man. Okay. Because it takes confidence to be able to pull that off too. You got to be a good actress too, girl. Yeah. Practice. Practice like I do. Get yourself a little camera, record yourself on your phone, and see if you will fall for your own tricks. Okay. It's like, oh, I look good. Oh, yes, that's the face I'm gonna make. You got to practice. Okay. So you can do it in the mirror if you don't want to record yourself and watch it back. But you need to practice every step and how you're going to do your face, how you're going to do your eyes, how you're going to look down. You need to pick out your outfits and stuff, and then in advance. You need to just practice your sexy stares and like, so maybe you can play with your hair like this. Do your little sexy eye contact, like you're thinking about something naughty. Practice until you know what you look like when you're on these dates, so you don't just look stupid and cross-eyed. Okay. So practice so you know exactly how the face feels before you get there, because you're not gonna have a mirror at the dinner table or wherever y'all at. You ain't gonna have no mirror, so you have to remember how it feels. Um, so be mindful of your posture. Yeah, stick your boots out, girl. Not too far, but just like arch your back a little bit. Arch your back. Arch your back a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't be all like this. Just slight arches. You see. You see, understand that this level up is fiction. It is not fiction, baby. A lot of people are living this, okay? It's only fiction until you make it fact. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. How do you not move with emotions? Have goals. Have goals on what to accomplish before you commit. Direct deposit, being able to quit your job, and the man will do anything for you. Those are the three goals you need to do before you enter a committed relationship. Direct deposit, no job, and if you want a job, you can work, whatever. Direct deposits, and he'll do anything for you before you commit. You need to be paying them bills, okay? Um, that's it. A lot of women are living this life because they listened, they knew it was possible, they've seen examples, they've seen other women in the comments that have, been very successful at getting the type of men that they want to pay all them bills and to live this level up lifestyle or life of leisure, whatever you want to call it, the soft life. And so they know it's possible because so many people are letting them know it's possible. And it is. Okay. All right, right. You say your boyfriend want to be swingers? Girl, dump. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Dump. If you enchanted him right, he would never want to share you, baby. Dump. That's the one thing that I do not agree with. I don't care how much money a man has. If he can control you sexually, you have no power. You want to keep the power. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him, no, I'm not comfortable with being a swinger, but if that's something that you're interested in, then maybe we should think about, you know, this relationship and where it's going. That's all you need to say. Say no. If you like swinging, I ain't down for it. So either we need to break up or you need to put it out your mind. Which one you gonna do? And just leave it at that. Put your foot down, baby. You know what makes like, I don't know if any women have submitted to their man's sexual requests with other people, but to me, if you are the prize, you if you're the prize and he really loves you and he really wants to be with you forever, he would not ask you such things. Okay, so that's a red flag. That's a red flag. Like, girl, he don't value you because he's willing to share on, and let him watch you see him share himself to other women. Like, he doesn't value you, girl. Just be gone. Just get his money and then leave. What if you want to travel with a man but don't want to sleep with him? How to act? Get a separate room. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is it possible ladies don't believe in the negative dust buckets in the chat? All right. Don't believe them. Shira, what if you work with him? He's the CEO and I'm his PA. How can I say I don't want to work anymore? Well, you can say that it's very, well, y'all work at the same place. That's very hard. If you're dating him, just start coming in less and less and say you don't really like your job. You're not passionate about it anymore. You want to find something different. But you love the fact that you guys met there and you just maybe see if you could take some time, some paid time off and then get him used to you not working and like do fun stuff and like extra stuff when like have all this extra time to do and he'll get used to you not working. He still might keep you on the salary if he's the CEO. He can just like work from home. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. He said work from home. All you gotta do is check 2 emails a day. Clock in on the line. He'll make up some name, some title for your new job, new position. Okay. Email checker. You just check 2 emails and you get paid. Okay. I don't know. If he's the CEO, he can do it. Um, how to avoid talking about kids' age if he asks on the phone call. Um, you don't tell him about your kids or you don't discuss your kids. Like, I'm so sorry, I don't really discuss children or my children with anyone. Let's just focus on us. And that's it. They need to respect that. You don't need to talk about them kids, baby. He ain't finna meet them no time soon. If you ain't on nobody's direct deposit and he ain't paid their bill, he don't need to be asking about your kids, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like, well, we can talk about that later. Let's just focus on us right now. Change the subject. Go back to enchantment. Enchanting him. You know what I'm saying? Ethereal, sprinkle, sprinkle. You got married and still come back for tips. You use these all the time. Truly a lifestyle change. Thank you, Shira. Since 2017, finding your videos. Life is great. I created the life I live and enjoy. Y'all listen up. Thank you, Ethereal girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm so glad. Yes. Shout out to all the members. I know I've just been talking and not shouting y'all out, but God is Wild Red, CC, Lulu, how y'all doing? Sprinkle, sprinkle, T. I see y'all. Ajani, Taisha. Okay. Anybody else that I miss? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Shout out to y'all members. Thanks y'all. Thanks for being members. Okay. Let me see what time it is. So I don't want to go over. Okay, we did. So yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys need to believe in yourselves a little bit more and know that you can pull this stuff off. You need the confidence to do this, and you also need the correct target. So, a man that really likes you and likes what you look like, okay? Likes how you make them feel. Yes. Nobody else can do what you do, baby. You got 300 from your sugar daddy on a first date. Okay, Mina, sprinkle, sprinkle. Good for a first date. You got something. Yes, I don't believe in talking about kids on a date. Like, if the man is there to see you, not your kids. He ain't there to talk about your kids. He is there to talk to you and get to know you, not them children. Okay, he don't meet them kids until he about to be significant in your life. Okay, and to be like that, you gonna have to be on direct deposit, getting bills paid, and about to quit your job or about to go to the dealership. Okay, you don't. He doesn't meet kids. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, what he can do is offer you things like, childcare if you like have children, but he never gets to meet them until you feel it's appropriate. All right. It's okay to talk about your feelings with him if you're having a bad day. No, talk to your friends, baby, or talk to yourself or get a journal. All right. Only if that is a fake story to get money out of him. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep that separate for now until you got him. Stop trying to depend on him for emotional support yet. You have to get him hooked first, baby. Y'all always want to lead with emotions. That's why y'all get messed up and lose track of the goal. Mm-mm. You mean once he's yours? Girl, he'll do whatever you want once he's yours. Once he's yours, you won't have to ask no more questions, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You will never have to ask questions because he's going to be, yes, yes, I will. Yes, I'm going to do that too. Whatever you want. I got you. Um, yes, being focused on yourself and your development attracts wealthy, generous man. Of course. Having a lot of confidence in your abilities to get one too and to bag one is also key. Okay, so you gotta have that confidence. A lot of ladies don't have that confidence that they can get that type of man or they can attract them. I have it, so it's easy if you have it. You gotta have it though. You're okay. Let's see. You said that's draining to a man. Why? Don't y'all like to be drained? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, you're you're so embarrassed you started to listen to Shira Got a Man, was getting the bag, and everything went sour after I stopped listening. Now I came back to listen. She got sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. You said, you back now? Okay. Well, hopefully we can catch another one, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. But once they are hooked, they are the best stepdads and older men. Okay, yes. You gotta get them. You gotta get them hooked though. No other way. Oh, hey, I'm live. You said, why do some men like to be degraded by women? Because it's a turn on. You tell them what to do. Hold on, let me close this door because the cats. Yeah, I'm still live. I'm back. Okay, so thank you. You said the rich, what? Men of value don't talk nor concerned with cost. The manly. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you think the harder you try to find a man, the harder it will be? You don't really find one. You just allow them to find you. You know what I'm saying? Or you allow whoever you're meeting to feel like that they have a chance. You know what I'm saying? You don't go out looking, baby. And when I say make sure you have the right target, that means if you are like online dating or you're out freestyling and a man approaches you and he's not the correct type of target that will do these things for you, you kind of quickly dismiss him and allow yourself to not be occupied so other men can approach until you find your target. So you're not out there looking for them. They're approaching you because this is the target will approach you. That's number one. You will not approach him. Okay. Unless he's so old that he doesn't think that you would date someone like him. If he's really old, then you may ask him a question and that's it. Then the ball is in his court. Ask him a random question. And after that, if he starts talking to you and da da da, then great. But how you ask the question will tell him that you're interested. So you got to make that eye contact. You got to be like, "Excuse me." Hold on, hold on. Let me do it right. You got to be like, "Excuse me. Hi. Do you know if this is really good here?" Like point to something on the menu or drink menu. If y'all are at happy hour or something like that. "Excuse me. Hi. Do you know if this is good or not? I've never tried it." "Oh, yeah, yeah, that's good. Are you sure? I mean, I hope I like it. I don't really want to waste my money if it's not that good." "Oh, it's great. It's great." Then this how you can get them to buy the food. "Oh, it's great. Well, I don't know. Oh, yeah, you should get it here. I'll order it for you." Done. Okay, that's how we used to do it back in the day. So, or do it with a drink. "I don't know. Is that good? What are you drinking?" That's called a such and such." "Oh, I've never had that before. Is it good? Does it burn?" Act stupid, act a little innocent. "Ooh, is it strong?" "Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of a light drinker." Then he gonna try to buy you a strong drink. I used to tell people I was a light drinker all the time, so they give you the best drinks. It's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get her drunk. She a light drinker." 8 drinks later, I'm still sober. But anyway, "I'm a light drinker. Let me get you another one." So always tell them you a light drinker if you want more drinks. That's the trick, okay? Always ask questions to older guys who don't think that they have a chance with you. And, when you're asking them the question, direct their attention elsewhere, like down here. Like, "Excuse me." Okay, do that. There you go. There you go. You kind of like don't like being seen with old man? I do. Because that means all bills paid, everything. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That means I'm taken care of. you know, and it keeps Dusty's away. They know they can't do what he do. The best Dusty repellent is an old man. They know they don't stand a chance, baby. It's, "Oh, I can't do that. I can't mess with that AARP. All right. So, like, if you want to try this with a younger man, you might scale your expectations down to gifts or maybe shopping sprees. Okay. So, if you like younger men, you could try the same thing on him. Just you're not going to get as much. So just scale down what you're trying to get. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. You said old men are obsessed with you, but you can't get yourself to be attracted to him and talk. That's okay. You know, when you have a goal, it don't matter what the person looking like sometimes. Or sometimes it does. Sometimes you just need a couple drinks. Okay. I don't know. But when you have a goal and he's the means to your goal, you're not going to care. If you're in it for the relationship aspect of it and you're trying to find someone that you're attracted to and all that, then it's going to take you a little bit longer and you're going to have to dial back a little bit on how much you're expecting out of them. That's it. Okay. So even though I don't really want to waste my time and tricks on someone who's not going to give me everything, I'm not going to put in all that work for a shopping spree at Macy's or Forever 21. I'm not going to put in all that work to get a bottle of perfume. I'm putting in all that work. I'm enchanting someone. I'm getting someone to think I'm the best thing in the world so they can do whatever I want for the long haul. I'm not going to waste those tricks on men that can't do anything for me and, you know, create the lifestyle that I want for my future. So I'm just going to go to dinner, talk to them a little bit, have fun, whatever, and then be done with them because I don't feel like they're going to be able to, like you should, I wouldn't feel like they're going to be able to offer me something in the long run. So I wouldn't waste that on anybody. I'm saving that up for, Mr. James. Mr. James, y'all seen those reels, Mr. James? Mr. James, what you doing? Come on, you want this money? So you got to enchant whoever you want for the long haul, not the short haul. Unless you know that they're not going to be able to maintain giving you money and you know that there's only a couple of months that they're going to be able to give it to you, you can try it out a little bit and then don't be surprised when they break it off because they can't afford it anymore. Mm-hmm. What should they should be able to offer you something you can't do for yourself. Exactly. And I don't think a lot of women realize this. So let's say you're 22, 23, even 35. Go up to 35. If you date an older guy and you're used to dating guys your own age who just pay for the date, right? Or maybe buy you a gift for your birthday or whatever holiday. Imagine that like times 20. Imagine you don't have to pay no bills no more. Imagine that you don't have to work anymore. Imagine that you're going to get gifts every week and your birthday and go to trips. If you're dating an older man with money, that's what's going to happen. So that's it. That's the difference. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the difference. You want to play around with some perfume and some Forever 21 shopping? Great. Or you want to get a phone bill paid and that's it? Great. You want to go half on something? Great. But if you want to go all the way, then you got to find someone a little bit older who has more to spend. Okay. Or if you're looking for people your own age that have money, remember they're also going to have more options and more women willing to put in extra effort to take them away from you. Okay. Y'all always forget that part. I don't know why. Y'all always forget that if you find somebody young, attractive, and rich who's willing to spend on you, there's another woman right behind you working twice as hard to take him from you at all times. Not sometime, but at all times. Okay. So y'all want to put up with that mess? Go right ahead. So that's why I just say, you know what? Just go for what's easiest and best and most beneficial to you and your lifestyle. Some of y'all are looking for this type of man that everyone is looking for. Everybody named mama looking for. And he knows it. And so you're going to constantly be in competition every day of your life. Every day. And you may not win some days. Dating somebody young, attractive with money. You may not win. And you may not even be getting as much from them than you could be from an old man and still got to worry. That's what I'm telling y'all. Don't do that. Unless you like that. Unless you like worrying about it. Okay. Go for the gold. Yes. What does it mean if a man says the reason he's not with children's mothers because they don't like each other? I'm not asking him, you know what? I don't ask about any of that stuff because I don't care. That is not my goal. My goal is to get that money. I don't care who you married to, or I don't care who your baby mama is. I don't care why you ain't with her. I don't care. I care about why you gonna be with me and give me all that money. Because that's your goal. If you're gonna enchant a man, none of that matters because you gonna get him so deep that you're not even gonna care about any of that because you already know you won. Okay, so your insecurity about anybody else or your questions about anyone else does not even register because you already know by the time you're done with him, he's only going to want to do stuff for you. Okay. So we don't ask about other people. We don't ask about their exes. We don't ask about their baby mamas. We don't care enough. You know why? Because we're not trying to measure up to anyone. We're not trying to compare ourselves to anyone because we can't be compared to anyone. This is the level that I'm talking about. When you enchant a man, no one can compare to you. That's the whole point of enchanting them so that they can't ever go back to anywhere else. Okay? All right, there you go. None of it matters. Who cares why they ain't together? I don't care. More money for us. um, Create opening for a man to approach without actually approaching. Yeah, drop something, girl. Drop it. Drop a book, drop a napkin, do something. Yes. Now, some of them too old to bend down and get it, so I don't know if that's gonna work for everyone. You might have to bump into the old ones, okay? Just barely, because the, a little bit. Don't bump to them hard. Just bump into them a little bit. Um, you say you feel guilty that you're looking for wealthier options. Then go look for a broke man, baby. I don't care. Spark, spark. Look, I'm not trying to here to convince. I'm not here to convince you. If you haven't convinced yourself, then keep trying. But honestly, do what makes you feel comfortable. Okay, do what you want. I'm here to give the people the information so they can get their bag and their lifestyle. All right. Whenever you ready, you come get it. Come back to this video. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How many years older is James to you? Probably about 25, 24 or 25. You said by the time you're done with him, you girls give yourself too much credit. I know. And we give ourselves a lot of credit because we know our power. How do you act on the go watch the beginning of the video. It's all there. You're just gonna have to wait or rewatch it from the start, okay? Um, Rewatch it from the beginning and you'll get all the tips. Get your pen and paper ready when you rewatch it, okay? Okay. There's some really good tips, so make sure to rewatch if you're just tuning in. I went from date 1 to date 4. So I went through all the dates. First date, second date, third date, fourth date. By the fourth date, I'm gonna have y'all on direct deposit if you do this right. Okay. With that fan, you're gonna be on direct deposit if you have the right target and you did this correctly. So how far into the glow journey can you start dating? As soon as possible, baby. As long as you look good, as long as you can mesmerize with your look, start. And your target is also important. Like the older type of men that you date, the less picky they are about the things that younger men are pickier about. Okay. So let's say you're dating a 55-year-old or 60-year-old or 55-year-old. They're going to be less, how do you say, picky about your looks than, let's say, a 30-year-old or a 40-year-old. Okay. They're going to be less picky. As long as you're young and you look pretty and you make them feel good and young about themselves, they gonna give you whatever you want, baby. Okay. So this is also for the women who don't want to have to live up to like the Instagram baddie, look. So that when you date older guys, they're less judgmental because back in the old days, they didn't have all that stuff. They didn't have giant booties and ant bodies and you know not everybody looked like a brat doll. Okay. So they like a more, classic look. So you're not going to be compared to the women that younger men are comparing you to. Okay. So you're the old man. Um, and when I say old man, I'm hoping and I'm just giving you guys the benefit of the doubt that y'all are mingling with men in nice areas so that you know that they have money, or you're only entertaining or talking to men who have money. Okay. And older men usually have their money together. If they have a nice car and they're attending nice, places and venues in nice areas, which you should only be attending, then you should be good. Okay. Okay. Hmm. And I always tell ladies this because y'all, your kids don't come up in dating. They're not ready to meet your kids. They haven't put you on direct deposit. They haven't paid any bills. They don't get to meet your kids. They don't even get to talk about your kids. If you want to let them know you have kids, fine. If you don't, you don't tell them anything. But it's really none of their business because they're there to date you and not get into your family life. Okay. That's none of their business, darling. They're on a date with you. Oh, God, it's wild red. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You have to go. Oh, bye. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll see you later. Thank you, girl. Um, yes, y'all are making it more complicated by wanting to tell them everything. That is the one thing you don't do. You don't tell them everything. You have to give yourself, boundaries when it comes to talking to kids. Okay? Like, no, I'm not comfortable discussing my children with anyone. Not just yet, but you know, let's see where this goes, and then we'll see. That's don't talk about your kids with no dude. Not on the first date. That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing you could bring up on a first date. Change the subject, baby. Um, what if you should be so sexy and mesmerizing? He don't even need to be thinking about no dang kids. Okay, you doing it wrong if you asking about kids. If you look, if he asking you about kids, you ain't struck him. You ain't struck him. Go back home and start over. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He need to be thinking about how he gonna get you to have some more kids. Okay, how he gonna get you in the bed? That's what he needs to be thinking about. When he looks at you, he don't want to mess the vibe up with asking you about no kids. He don't care if you got kids. This is how good you need to look when you out. I don't care if she got kids. I don't care. Just like on the Kanye West song, "Oh Dear." He says she got four kids. Okay, come on. Don't care. Like you got to be like all that for them not to care. That's part of the enchantment. You got to get in their head. Then they aren't gonna care what you got. You got some dogs, cats, raccoons, kids, all of it. They can bring them. Let's go. Okay. You got to get through the first 4 dates before he hooked. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said Anna Nicole's had a son. Her sugar daddy didn't care exactly because they men want what they want no matter what you got. You got kids. They see you and they want you. You've enchanted them. There ain't no other woman that's gonna do. You the one. They don't care how many kids you got. That's what they want. So you got to become that. And the video from the beginning will help you realize how to do that. Um, you said, if they're trying to talk about your kids in the date and be gone, like, you know what? I don't feel comfortable. Goodbye. Then they'll feel like a pervert. Like, oh my gosh, I hope she doesn't think that I'm asking about her kids for the wrong reason. Then he'll stop asking women about their kids in the future, and you just help some other woman out if he didn't help you out. Or if he feels bad about it, he'll try to call you back or text you back and apologize. And then he will never bring up your kids again, girl. And then you free. You're free. um, why would an attractive man say no one wants him because he has 3 kids and older, but he's not old at all? I wouldn't even be there still listening to him after he didn't told me all of that. An attractive man says no one wants him because he has 3 kids and older, but he's not old. Okay. Does he have money? That's the point. I don't care how attractive you are. I need you to have some money because usually 3 kids suck up money. So I need you to have some money. He might not have enough money for you and them kids. Okay. So honestly, you need to find that out. You said this advice don't work in Europe. That's because y'all keep dating 50-50 men. Stop dating them. Y'all tell them how it was in America about 10 years ago. In this culture, I'll be right back for a second. I'm gonna let y'all type in the comments. I'll be right here. I gotta get the sip of this coffee right here because I need some extra caffeine to keep going over here. Y'all tell her like 10 years ago in America, there were women walking around paying men's bills, going 50-50 with them, drive like letting the man drive them to work, drop them off, and take their car for the day. There were women out here that were fighting in the streets over some dusty man. Okay. There were women over here taking care of grown men, still are. There are videos and so many men out here talking about he ain't paying for no woman. They're still here, but we don't deal with those kind. And we demand more. And change has literally happened over the last 10 years where more men are doing more for women. So it is the women that have to put their foot down and stop going out with guys who don't pay. You know what I'm saying? So in Europe, the women need to stop. Y'all, y'all can't date men who want y'all to pay. Y'all have to go on strike. Y'all gotta be like, you know what? I'm so sorry. I only date guys that pay for the whole thing, the whole date. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I like men with money. You need to be unapologetically picky. And you need to look good doing it, and you need to get a bunch of other women online to do the same thing. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Make it a movement. If you don't make it a movement, then they're gonna keep doing what they do. It's up to y'all. Literally, it's up to y'all. Make it a movement. Just say we don't date 50-50 men. I'm sorry. I don't like this. If you like me, if you want me, then pay. Otherwise, there she go. Go get her. Unapologetically, don't care. Stop dating men that don't pay. Okay? It has to be a movement with all of you. Somebody from the UK or from Europe, y'all need to get online and make them videos, baby. Y'all need to get online and say we ain't doing it no more. Period. Y'all tell them to date themselves if they want 50-50. There you go. Get into the minds of the women who are tired of paying money. That's all you have to do. Make it a movement, and in a couple of years from now, you're going to see progress. Okay, but you can't just sit there and complain about it and not do anything about it. I mean, I was sitting there looking at all these people, looking like, you know, why are you paying for this Dusty? Why are you letting him live in your house? Why are you letting him drive your car and he doesn't pay you no money and then talk to you like a dog? You know what I'm saying? No, it had to stop. And I think you can see how the shift in, women's thinking has changed over the last, you know, couple of years, and they're not taking that crap no more. So y'all have to do the same thing over there. I'm sorry. Y'all all got to get together, have a little meeting, and decide that no, you ain't dealing with no broke to broke. Okay? As Kanye West put it, broke bro. Okay, men are literally going overseas and flying to different countries because women put up with 50-50 men, or going half on his rent, or not having to, not having the man pay for everything. Literally 50-50 men here can't even get a date here. They got passport bros got to go somewhere else where y'all used to paying because we didn't kick them out. Like, y'all got to go. We can't do it. So either y'all create some passport bros, or y'all passport bros are men that travel out of their own country because they can't get no woman because they're not willing to pay. Or they don't have enough money to impress those women. So they got to go where their money or the women are easily impressed, or their money can easily impress. So that's all I'm saying. So you want to create some passport bros in the UK and Europe and all that kind of stuff. So if they can't afford to date you, then they got to go elsewhere. Okay. And the ones that do have the money, they're gonna want to date you. They're gonna want to show you off. And like, yeah, it's a status symbol. I can afford these women who don't do 50-50. It's gonna be like a culture change. Okay, so y'all have to create that. Okay, there's nothing I can do about it unless y'all share my videos over there. Share the videos, baby. Get everybody on board. Y'all start making your own videos and the accents and stuff. Put a little different language on it. Put a little accent on it, and get your money. Okay? Start the journey. Start the shift. Okay? And a lot of women are afraid to do that because they're gonna be labeled, "Oh, you're just a gold digger. You're just a whore. You're just lazy." I am, but we they ain't gonna call us broke and stupid either. Call us whatever you want as long as you pay. That's how you have to start off. You gotta start off with not caring what people think, and then it's gonna grow, okay? I promise you. Just do it every day. Put your messages out every day. If a bunch of y'all put y'all's messages out every day, it's gonna change, okay? All right. How do you get pick on board? They mean messing up the game. You take the top tier women and you take them out of that game and you put them on another level, and only pick will pay. And they will be the type of women that none of those guys really want. If those guys who want women to go 50-50 can't get the top tier women anymore, they're gonna figure out how to get the money. They're not gonna go with Pick baby. Believe me. They might use her to get to you, but they're not gonna be with her. So y'all gotta do the same thing. Y'all gotta y'all gotta separate yourselves. Stop accepting dates that don't pay. And all the fine, beautiful, leveled up women will not be on dates with these 50-50 men. Only dates they gonna get is Pick and they're not gonna be happy because she ain't gonna look like you. She's not gonna have your confidence. So he's not gonna want her as much as he wants you. Therefore, he's gonna start thinking about, do I really need to start paying on these dates? Do I really need to start impressing these women? Do I really need to start giving her some money? Because I want that type of woman, but I can't do it unless I do that. Then it's a challenge. They'll do it if you challenge them. Uh-oh, kiwi, sprinkle, sprinkle. So just make the change. Start accepting the term gold digger as a compliment. Okay, switch the narrative. Thank you, kiwi, sprinkle, sprinkle. Everything negative that they call you, turn it into something positive. It's like, yes, I am a gold digger. I don't like men that don't like, to spoil me. I can't. And look them dead in the eye and be done with it. Like unapologetic. They can't bend you, they can't change you, then they have to succumb to you, okay? There you go. What if he's providing only for basics on as vacation, rent, leisure? How can I get the man to buy you a car, Cartier bracelet, catch him cheating, or ask for one of those big ticket things for like a birthday? Okay. How do you find them? They got those type of guys. When they buy that type of stuff, and you know, for you, they're probably going to be a little bit older and have some real money. So you don't find them, you just hang out in nice places where they can find you. You hang out in the places where they can find you. Luxury car dealerships, outside the Cartier store. Well, they're not really going to be going in there unless they're purchasing something for a woman, probably. So I would try high-end luxury dealerships or places to eat around, like nice law firms, or just different office buildings. Find different restaurants to eat around. Go to happy hour over there. Go to charity events, galas, whatever, and mingle with the wealthier side of people, and they'll have access to that type of money that can get you those types of gifts. But you need to look good, okay? And you have to enchant them. You can't be, just like everyone else. You got to use these tricks in the beginning of the video, okay? Um, take all insults as compliments. Own them, because if you own them, they can't shame you. And if they can't shame you, then what you're doing isn't considered wrong to you as a group of women anymore. And then it becomes your standards. And once it becomes your standards, then they can't reach you without reaching them standards. It's just that's all you have to do. That's the formula. Okay. Get you a t-shirt made that say gold digger on it. Walk around with pride. I don't care. But you got to change it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he knows you like gifts and doesn't buy them and he's stingy and he's not the man for you, okay? I don't want to pay all my bills. How can I ask the man I'm dating to pay some? If you sleeping with him, then tell him. You could tell him straight up. You know what, baby? You know it would be so sexy if you paid these bills. Here you go. If you're not sleeping with him, then you need to ease into it. You need to like get him wrapped around your finger. Um, watch the beginning of the video. Okay, I told y'all how to do everything. Y'all gotta just tune in from the beginning. How to get to know wealthier options if you're on a date already without looking promiscuous. Excuse yourself to go to the restroom, walk to the bar, stand there for a few minutes, order a drink, especially if they can't see you from the table. Um, or, it's kind of rude if you're out on a date to kind of be flirting with other men. And like, if you're really that pretty and attractive, then other men are going to flirt with you. You're not going to be able to keep them away. They're going to follow you when you go to the restroom, or when your man go to the restroom, they're going to approach. So you don't have to do nothing. Okay. Or when, you don't want to, and plus you don't want to look like you're that type of woman. Just go back to the place after the date, maybe in the next day or a week from then, and go back to the same place and go alone if you really want to mingle with wherever you were in that crowd. But don't do it on the actual date. Just go back the next day if you want to. It does look bad, especially if other men are watching you and they see how you do him. They think you're going to do that to him. So they won't even bother with you. So you need to just go back the next day to wherever you went. Okay. Like, I remember I used to do that. Somebody took you to a nice place that you don't really vibe with them. Go back the next day, girl. You pick up somebody else. It's like, hey, oh, what are you drinking there? Oh, I don't know what to get. This is just iced tea. Oh, well, let me get you a real drink. Okay, so just go back the next day. What do I think about coffee dates? How old are you? Are you in high school? I think coffee dates are good for junior high and high schoolers, but it's still not a good look. Not even for them. Not even for high schoolers. Like, at least you can go to Olive Garden in high school. Come on. Um, I think coffee dates are cheap insults, and I wouldn't go on one unless you had an envelope in your hand with some cash in it. I'm gonna meet you to get my money. But no, not just a regular date. No, no coffee dates for regular dates. Sorry, cheap, unoriginal, impressive. If you like me enough to take me on a real date, then I'm getting up. If not, I'm staying where I am. You go ahead, scroll on to the next one, baby. Get her out the bed for some bean juice. It ain't gonna be me. All right, I could have my Starbucks delivered by DoorDash. Y'all sponsor me, DoorDash. I'm trying to help y'all get some business. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Somebody said DoorDash should sponsor me as much as I talk about them. Okay. They're only telling you worth about $10. Exactly. That's all they're gonna spend on you, girl. Why? Don't worry. Don't even agree. Like, if they're the nicest guy and you've been talking, you think it's getting ready to lead to like them asking you out on a date, and then they say, "Let's go get coffee." Like, oh, I don't do coffee. I am so sorry. You're such a nice guy. I really want to meet you, but I really don't do coffee dates. Um, do you want to do something else? And that's it. Do not fall for that crap. It's stupid and a waste of time. Mm-hmm. Okay, your stepmom went on a coffee date. Well, that's fine, and it happens sometimes. I mean, y'all can do what y'all want. I'm just not doing it. I'm too extra. Like, I need a little extra. Y'all can go on coffee dates if you want. I'm not doing it. um, To me, let me tell y'all why. It's corny. If you invite me on a coffee date, you corny and you corny. Okay, I can't. Um, it's too original. No, it's too unoriginal and stupid. Like I'm too special. That's how I feel. And I feel like you can watch Hallmark Channel and it's the same scenario. Every movie. Hey, let's go grab some coffee. Let's go get a cup of coffee. Let's go get some hot chocolate. Let's go. That's stupid and corny. Like, no. I'm better than that. You know, like you don't have an original idea in your head. My presence and the way that I look doesn't inspire you to do a little bit more than that. Then I've done it wrong and I'm wasting my time with you and I need to move on and start over because I am not the one. That's how I feel about it. Now, some women may find whoever they're looking for on a coffee date, but I'm not going to be able to hang out with them too much longer if that's their original idea. Okay. You say you've been talking to someone for 2 weeks and he ain't asked you out? Do not, girl, he ain't going to ask you out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Remember, men go after what they want. You're just biding his time. You're just stroking his ego at this point. You said coffee date is corny. It is corny. It's corny. What is the corniest date someone can ask you on? A coffee date. Why? Because in every single movie, somebody saying, "You want to go get a cup of coffee? You want to go get a cup of coffee?" It's too unoriginal. It's like you don't even have to have a brain to ask someone to go on a coffee date. You don't even have to have a brain. All you got to do is watch a movie and just repeat what they said. That's it. No, you should be trying to impress that woman, not say a line you heard on a movie and only shell out $10 and be done. No. I am very hard to please. Okay, you are correct. Because if you think asking a woman out to coffee is pleasing, then you're wrong. It is. It's not pleasing. Like the woman feels stupid getting dressed to go drink a cup of coffee. She feels stupid putting on makeup for some bean juice. She feels stupid wasting her gas driving over there. She feels stupid in all types of ways for getting out the bed for a dang cup of coffee with some dude that could have took her somewhere better and impressed her thoroughly. She feels stupid because it's like, dang, I gotta get. Let's go meet this dude at this coffee place. Ugh. Hope he ain't ugly. I hope he drive a nice car. I hope it's worth it. I know he corny because he asked me out to coffee, so I just gotta look past that. If he got money, I know he corny though, because coffee is so unoriginal. So I'm thinking corny straight up. It's like, oh Lord, a corny one. So yeah, easygoing, cool chicks are cool with all kinds of dates. You are trouble. I am trouble. That's why they like me. Say, why you spend money on first date if I don't know you? Because you want to know me. And that's how much it costs to get to know somebody. And you're trying to impress the woman. Okay? She's not trying to impress you. You trying to impress her. So you got to pay. You got to go to a nice expensive place and impress her. Okay? Why? Because you're the man you're supposed to chase. Okay? Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm. You said why we don't want to be cool, we're hot. Mm. Okay, so young guys, let me tell y'all something. If all y'all can afford is coffee, then ask young women to coffee. Okay, younger women. Don't ask someone your own age because they ain't gonna be impressed with no Starbucks. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. If y'all are young and all y'all can afford is coffee, then we understand. We're not going. Just, go for somebody younger. Mhm. Uh-oh. Sprinkle, sprinkle. To a coffee date offer, I asked him, so what type of woman deserves a real date? He says, it's a date. I said, you know, it's not like me. You're doing the least to receive the most. Not impressive. Good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. At least you told him I wouldn't even showed up. I would have made the date and not showed up, stood him up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Did you show up? Okay. I don't know if you showed up or not. I didn't get the context of that, but at least you told him off. Sure. What's your advice on women who want to be in a successful career? Go be in a successful career. Have fun. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm, I feel like I don't like working for other people. So unless you own your own whatever, then I can't really help you. I don't believe in working for other people. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're successful in your own right and you don't work for anyone, I definitely feel like that's a good thing. You're, but don't tell nobody how much you make and always make the man pay. Still, even though you still are successful, find someone even more successful or that can foot the bill still. You said, are boob revealing clothes considered classy or not? Not in the first couple of dates. No, don't do that. Um, mm, you finally got a man to chase me around the mall and buy you a gift, but he got mad at me for telling him to not touch me inappropriately. Am I wrong? No, you're absolutely correct. And um, buying a gift does not give them that permission. So you were right. You were right. Just get his money, girl. Tell him you gonna ask me out on a proper date so you can get more money. What is a guy's attention when he pretends to be really beautiful? Hold on, let me blow this up so I can read it. What is a guy's intention when he pretends to be really beautiful girls and rich guys to talk to me when I know it's him? Oh, like on online? Be like, how like beautiful girls. Like, if you know it's him, then play with him, girl. Ask him stupid questions. Or tell him about himself. You know what? I met this guy. He's really nice, and I hope he asks me out and buy me some diamond earrings. It's like, I'm so sorry. I like you. You're nice, but I met someone that's really special, and I'm just hoping that he is the one. And it would be nice if he sent me some nice gifts and stuff. Then I would really fall for him. You're tell him about himself. You said, what's more important, money or love? Answer that, please. You can't have love without money. Sprinkle. Because where y'all gonna be in love at under the bridge? All right. I can't fall in love uncomfortable. Okay. I can't love somebody and I'm not in comfort. I can't get comfortable enough to love somebody if I'm worried about money. Okay. If I'm worried about how these bills gonna get paid, if the lights gonna be on, if I can um I can't sleep at night, baby, on love. Love is not gonna help me sleep at night in comfort. Okay. I need the money. So you can't have love without money. Okay. Need money first. All right. That's why it costs to get a marriage license. You gotta pay. That's why a wedding costs money. Okay. That's why a queen size or a king size bed costs more than a twin. All right. You get it now? Sprinkle, sprinkle. And for the dusties out there, that's why a twin size mattress costs less than a queen size mattress. Because I know y'all ain't got no bed rail. Y'all. Anyway, how what? How do you avoid a man wasting your time? By recognizing that he's not responding to you the way that you need him to respond to you. You know, if he's not doing the most, if he's not trying to impress you, if he's not trying to make your life better by the second or third date, if you've enchanted him, like I've told you how to do in the beginning of this video, at least give him to the fourth date. If he's not coming correct, then drop him, baby. That's it. You're not going to be able to do anything with that one. How do we know if we're being love bombed? If there's no money to back it up, sprinkle, sprinkle. If you ain't got no gifts, no money, that's how you know, okay? Because love bombing is not worth anything. I'm gonna need something I can hold in my hand, okay? You want to love me with some gifts, okay, and some money. What if he spends money on you but love bombs you still? Then take the gifts and allow him to continue to love bomb you with gifts. You don't have to respond to it. Just keep getting them gifts, girl. Then tell him, I think I might be falling for you. That means he got to do more. But then don't really just give him some false hope. Unless you like him, but make him still do more. Because that love bombing thing is just to try to rush you into bed. But if you got enough investment from him and you feel comfortable, you know, with how much he spent on you or how many gifts he's gotten you, it's up to you. How to don't get attached, exactly. Oh, Sophie be in the house, sprinkle, sprinkle. So get your money, girl. Now you can love bomb me all you want as long as you got something to back it up. You said you make good money, but it's hard to find a guy that matches your income. Where should I look? To the rich areas, baby. Rich areas, country clubs, tennis clubs, um, expensive gyms in very exclusive neighborhoods. Go to auctions, galas, fundraisers where you can find the men with real money, like big money, and things like that. You gotta put yourself in a different circle, okay? If you make money to meet guys that make the same or more. You gotta come out of your comfort zone a little bit and maybe look for older guys too, because they're gonna have more money, most likely, if they're in those circles. Okay. You have a man who spends, but should I act impressed by the extravagant dishes he makes? Sure, why not? Girls, oh, this is good. You should be a chef. Yes. Then he'll cook more and you won't have to cook ever. Um, he can't make you reimburse. He can't make you reimburse if you're not married. I would never reimburse no grown man. I'm sorry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because I'm not borrowing anything. You use either a gift or get out of my face. Do you think going to the mall with a sugar daddy and showing up with a taped up purse strap? No, wear some heels and like rig the heel so that it breaks while you're walking. So he is forced to buy you new shoes, baby. And make sure it break down in front of an expensive store. Like have it rigged to where if you like put too much weight on one side, it will crack. And then go right to that shoe store. Oh my gosh, my shoe broke. I am so embarrassed. I need some new shoes right away. Oh my gosh, there's a shoe store. Isn't that fate? So you get you a heel. Make sure it's a wedge heel because them high heels are dangerous if you break it. Get you a wedge, not a wedge, but like a stack heel, whatever. I don't know. Block heel. Okay, get you a block heel or there's like and like break it off, and then take you some hot glue and glue like not the whole way, but like 75% of the way. Let it dry. Put more weight on your other leg until you walk in front of the shoe store that you want to go shopping at. Then put all your weight on that side that then you ain't glued and be like, oh my God, my shoe. All right, there you go. Then act like your ankle is sort of hurt so he can be like, oh my God, are you okay? Oh, yes, it hurts a little bit. I think I just need some. I can't walk around like this. Oh my gosh. All right, rig your shoes. And get your new pair of shoes. He also making you pay for him gas along with the plane. Girl, if you why y'all dealing with men to ask y'all to pay? I don't understand this. Y'all must be desperate. if you ask me something, if you ask me to pay for something, it is over immediately. Like, and if you're serious, I'm not doing. I'm gonna tell you straight up no. I'm gonna tell you straight up no, and I will tell you to never ask me again. I'm gonna say, you know what? No, and don't ever ask me again because the answer is always gonna be no. I'm not doing it. Oh, peaches, sparkle, sparkle. I gotta go in a second, y'all. But don't deal with these guys that are asking y'all to pay. What? How much do you love yourself? You can actually pay for yourself and go and be single and date as many people as you want if you go on a trip, or you got to pay for your own plane ticket. You got to pay for this, that. What are you doing? You're paying to be with him. That's what you're doing. No. Okay. Why would you pay to be with a man? Mm-mm. Any man that approaches me knows I don't have it from day one. Exactly. Do not ask me to pay for nothing. That's the quickest way to get dumped. Period. Um, you said she paying no matter what, and she probably ugly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know what? And then if she ugly and she paying, you know what? Good for you, sir. Ugly women need men too, even if they got to pay. You know, if they willing to pay and you willing to stay, then good for you. All right. Pay short term or provide long term relationship priorities with the man and value. What? Yeah, we know y'all dusties be dating them ugly chicks. And they be paying y'all bills and taking y'all shopping. We know. We good with it. We don't care. We always look at y'all when y'all are out and she shopping, and we already know who going to the counter to pay, and because you standing behind her, hugging behind her waist while she pay for your shoes. We seen y'all. We seen y'all at the mall. We seen y'all with y'all ugly pygmisha with y'all arms wrapped around her while she at the register. We done seen it, and we shake our heads every time because we know the game. We know what you're doing. And later that same night, you be at the movies with some other chick talk about, look, I just got me some new shoes. Y'all do the same things we do, except y'all be with Pygmisha. And y'all only getting shoes. We getting everything. You know, we getting bills paid, trips. All y'all getting is a pair of shoes. And y'all got a hug on Pygmisha from behind at the register and swallow y'all pride, okay? So we don't know. Y'all ever seen that? They be walking in the mall, not holding hands at all. This much apart. Because you know he embarrassed to be seen with her. As soon as they get in that store, he get closer and closer. When she get to that register, he wrap his arms around her tight while she paying, and then rock back and forth. Then as soon as he get the bag, hands be gone. No more. He ain't holding your hand in the mall. He trying to hurry up and go. His stomach all of a sudden start hurting. He got to go home. Y'all have fun out there, pick Mishas. If you ever been at the register before and your man put his arms around you and you paid for him, now you know. If you don't hold your hand in public, as soon as you get to that register, you know you're going to get a hug. That's why you pay. So you can look like you got a man in public for 2 seconds after you swipe your credit card? No. How many women have seen that? Y'all put an emoji, pop an emoji down there. I don't care which one. How many women have seen Dusty holding on to Big Misha waist while she at the register? At the mall. Whenever I see that, I like, I got to, that ain't ever gonna be me or anybody I know. That ain't gonna be nobody in my bloodline. Yes. See, I rebuke that. I start throwing holy water. I got to go. All right. You said looking like it's her son, girl. The ladies be even trying to make excuses when she have to pay and sends him to the car. No. All right, well, y'all have fun because I know tax season about to come up. Pick Misha finna be heading to the mall with Dusty. Then ghosted 2 days later after she buy him some stuff. That's all right. Oh, thank you, Minnie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She sent me a cash app. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you. Um, you said you smiling and skipping, holding hands with old man. Okay. You said pick me should be getting ghosted. Yep. Right after you get that tax check, you got 2 trips to the mall and then it's over. Okay. Enjoy your time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I gotta go. I'm gonna see y'all later. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. I will see y'all soon. And if y'all watched my video the other day with Layla, or yesterday with Layla, thank y'all for being so sweet and buying her books. If y'all haven't caught that video yet, be sure to click and support. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Oh, you roll the goddess. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you. Thanks. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You work at a restaurant and amount of women that pay for food always. Ooh, that's so sad, y'all. The people that work registers, they definitely know Pick Misha and Dust walk in. All right, I'm gonna see y'all later. And okay, before I leave, shout out to all the Pick Mishas that be taking them Dusty shopping and keeping them clothed and fed. In these harsh months, in this economy, as they would say, you just doing your part to help humanity. I know, but at some time you got to wake up, okay? If you can't write them off as charity cases on your taxes, then I wouldn't be paying for them, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I gotta go.